So I'm getting my camera set up. Excuse my interruptions. I wish the space was like more bigger, because this is the roof. If I could push it more farther, you could see me more. But this is, I guess, the most that I can do. So I want to talk about efficiency really quick. I just want to make a quick video on efficiency. Why is my hair like that? I don't know, but this video is going to be about efficiency because I can't stress how important it is when it comes to a business. Okay, so this is what every business, including the board of directors of the business, wants. Hold on, give me 1 second, I'm sorry. Okay. My hat behind me. So these are what the board of directors want. You know, they want a business that they own to run efficiently. Now they own the business, you know, but below the board of directors are is the CEO and the chairman, and then the manager, and then the boss, and then the manager, and then the employees. You know what I mean? And then the assistant manager, and all these things. So like, the board of directors are the ones who are the top. I think the people that are ahead of the board of directors are the actual owners of the company. I think they are the actual founder. It's possible that they're the actual founder of the company, or the one that created it. The one that created the company is the one who finds and establishes a board of directors, which is a team of people that handles everything. You know what I mean? So in a company, in an organization, in all enterprises, it has to run efficiently. Okay? Now, if you think about the type of job that you own, okay, that I own, especially, I run a lawn care, okay, so I'm cutting grass daily. I don't have a team, so this is a very good example. If I were to have a team of people, if I were to have, let's say, 3 people working, you know, how fast could I cut a house? Dang, notifications keep popping up on my screen. How fast could I cut a grass, one house, a single house, with 3 people? Now, if you have 3 people, you're able to use your machines. You're able to use all the machines that you own. So one guy could operate the lawnmower, one guy could operate the weed eater, one guy could operate the blower, one guy could operate the edger. You know, whatever machine the third guy wants to operate. You know, whatever is next. So one guy's operating the lawnmower, cutting the surface area of the grass. Another guy's operating the weed eater, cutting the perimeter of the grass. And another guy is blowing off the sidewalks clean, blowing off the patio clean, the backyard, around the pool, around, you know, around the house, blowing everything off clean. What these guys are cutting, you know, because it's getting everywhere. So it's got to leave everything clean and crisp. Okay, so imagine a team of guys coming to your house and cutting the lawn, and getting there, cutting the lawn, and then leaving in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes. That's efficiency. It doesn't necessarily have to be fast, as long as everyone is progressing in their movements, as long as everyone is progressing, doing this, and not like being lazy with it, not like getting it and then just waiting, chilling, hanging out, looking at their phone. You know what I mean? One is, you know, actually working. They go to work. That is efficient. Okay, that is what efficiency is. Now, what is the benefit of efficiency? If you can get this client in, if you can get there and cut their house in under 30 minutes, that means you have more time in the day to go to the next house, to do the next house for 30 to 45 minutes. And then you can go to the house after that to do 30 to 45 minutes, spend time there. Then you go to the next house. This enables you, the employer, to receive more clients. When you receive more clients, you receive more revenue. Okay? This example goes for every single business, every single enterprise that is out there right now that is operating. Okay? Walmart, for example. You ever walk into a Walmart? Because I've walked into hundreds of retail store of supermarket stores, and you just like you go shopping, you got your shopping cart, and you get all your items. You got your eggs, your bread, your milk, your whatever you items are, anything. Even if you're walking out with buying a TV, you know what I mean. Once you're ready to go, you look and you see the cashiers. You stand where the cashier section is, and you look to see which ones have the least amount of people, or you look to see which one is moving fast. And 9 out of 10 times, there's none of them are like that. There's always one. There's always long lines everywhere. You know what I mean? And you look in your cart, and you're like, damn, I don't have 10 items or less. And even that line is still packed. You know what I mean? So it's like, so what you have to do, you have to freaking wait. You have to wait. So I noticed that when I go to these places, Walmart, these places have long lines, and they move really slow, and they're talking amongst each other. Employees would just be talking amongst each other. There'd be an employee next to one, and just be ringing up, and they'd just be talking, have a conversation. They wouldn't even care about the customer that's in front of them, you know. So it's crazy, because I used to work at a Walmart before, so I know what a cashier is supposed to do. Okay, when I worked at a Walmart, I worked at the Walmart that's located on Flamingo Road and Griffin. That is the exact location that I worked at, and I was a cashier there. And I remember working there a few years ago, and I was very good at what I did. All I had to do was grab an item, scan it, put it in the bag. Grab an item, scan it, put it in the bag. It was so fun to me because I did it very quickly. You know what I mean? So my thoughts were to get this person out, you know, because I was an experienced shopper, so I know what it means to go shopping. So what did I do? I just worked my ass off. You know what I mean? I wasn't sweating when I was there. You know, there's no reason to sweat when you're a cashier, but you do have to stand a long time. You know what I mean? So all I did was grab the item, scan it, put it in a bag. I wasn't like, you know what I mean? But I just grabbed the item, scan it, put it in the bag. Grab the item, scan it, put it in the bag. When the bag got full, I'll rotate the cart, grab the item, and all the carts got put each bag into the shopping cart. By the time I was done, you know, the family's having conversation with each other, and they're, oh my God, you're done already, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah. So it's like, I don't move fast, but I run efficiently, okay? And doing this, you know what happened to me? All of the cashiers, they're all girls there. There's all a number of girls that worked in the cashier, maybe like 2 or 3 guys. I was one of the 3 guys. And the other guys were way older than I am. And they all came to me. All the girls came to me. There's all the girls. There's 3 girls that approached me. And they're like, Ricardo, you gotta slow down, man. I was like, huh? Like, because I didn't know what they were talking about. And they're like, you have to slow down. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And they're like, the cashier, you gotta slow down as a cashier. You're making us look bad. I was like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? I didn't know what they were talking about until, like, you know, now that I'm reading these books, they're just showing me about what a business is, and I'm watching all these movies on the computer. You know, I don't want to get into the movies, but you know, that I realize those things now that I'm aware of business, you know, and I'm aware of how business operates, you know. So it's like, I think back when I worked at Walmart, and it just like blows my mind, because when they told me that, you know, at that time nothing crossed my mind. You know, my answer to them was like, I was like, just be yourself, you know, just keep working. I was like, my working pace shouldn't matter to your working pace. We're here, this is our job, you know what I mean? It shouldn't matter, but it actually does matter. You know why? Because my quickness, I don't want to say my quickness, but my to run efficiently, increased revenue at that place. It increased the revenue at the months that I've been working there. So this increase in revenue at that particular location will show up on the income statement of an enterprise, of a business. It will show up on the income statement on a business. Okay, if they're getting more money, the people who are calculating these earnings are going to know who's calculating these things. An accountant. I know an accountant is calculating these things, and once it's calculated, once it's all, you know, written down and formed in the financial statements, it's then presented to the board of directors, to the CEO, to the chairman, so they can see what the business is doing. When they see it, you know, If it's, you know, steady year to year, all they do is look at it. If it has an increase in the company, like, oh, last month or last year, you know, their revenues has been steady for the, you know, for the past 5 years. But then all of a sudden, one month comes, and it's like, wow, we made 10,000 this month. Now we're at like 25,000. I mean, what's going on? You know, so what are they going to do? They're going to go to a specific location where they reported higher revenues at, and they're going to go there and see how it's operating, see what is the deal, why they got a spike in revenue. Okay, so that's the reason I'm saying this, is because that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me when I worked at Walmart. Okay, my working at Walmart, them ladies coming up to me and telling me that. A week later, after that, a white guy, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget this day. A white guy came, and he was dressed in like white. His hair was white, his beard was white, everything was white. And just like a businessman. He wasn't wearing a suit or anything, but he was wearing like a slacks and a white shirt. He had like a very nice watch and shit. And I'm ringing up customers and shit, and then I look to my left, and they exit that way, and I look to my left, and I just see a figure, you know, just standing there, and I just did a quick look, and he's just standing there, just looking at me, just smiling, and I'm like, you know, I didn't pay no mind, I just kept ringing up the customer because I was so focused, and then by the time I was done, he just walked over to me, and he, you know, shook his hand out, and he told me, he's like, I want to tell you how good of a job that you're doing. My name is blah, blah. I forgot his name, but he said that he's from a headquarters from another state or something like that of Walmart, and he was just there to thank me of how good of a job that I was doing. And I was like, wow. I was like, thank you very much, you know. And I think like the week after that, they gave me I was gonna say dividends, but they gave me a raise in my pay, and I was like, wow, that was crazy, you know what I mean? So, I mean, what's the purpose of this video? I just want to help, you know, the guys and girls who are working at their jobs, who are working anywhere, whether you're working at Abercrombie and Fitch, whether you're working in a car wash, you know, you're selling shoes, you're a car salesman, you know, you work at a retail Gap, you work at Baby Gap, you know what I mean? Anywhere where you work, if you work efficiently, I guarantee your pay will rise. It doesn't matter if your business doesn't issue raises or if it stops after, you know, 1 year, because there's some businesses that don't even issue raises. There's some businesses that stop after 1 year. So I want to make this an encouraging video, because just because an organization stops issuing raises doesn't mean that will be allowed forever. You know, as long as the company is making more earnings, if you can give the company more earnings, that company will give you more earnings. That company will give you a higher paycheck. That's all that matters, is money. Money is all that matters. Sales, revenue, okay? And a lot of us, like you and me, who are participating in this video right now, a lot of us don't know how important we are when it comes to businesses. We are the kings and queens of the business. You know, on a chessboard, you got the king and queens, and then all the other players. The king and queens are the most important people of a fucking business. I'm sorry to use that type of language, but the kings and queens of the chess players are the employees of a business. We are the important players in a business because we are the ones who issue sales. We are the one who make the profits of a business, okay? And without us, there will be no business, okay? So the more efficient you run, the more effective you can be, the higher your paycheck will be, okay? Just always remember that, man. Always remember, nothing is impossible. I have a t-shirt that says, impossible is nothing. I love that t-shirt. It's red. I wear it, you know, once a week at least. It's my favorite t-shirt. Impossible is nothing. I love that. I want to get like a tattoo of that, or maybe, I don't know. Probably gonna get it right here. I'm just kidding. But you know, just, you know, just believe that there's hope in everything that you do. So many notifications are just popping up on my screen. Just believe, you know, believe that you can that you can get higher earnings, higher paycheck, and just believe that you can make a difference, man. I mean, it's all about your work ethic. You know, sure, have fun at a job, have fun with your employees, but while you're having fun, you know, get shit done. You know what I mean? If you've been at your job for more than 10 years, you know, talk to each other like a team. You guys are a team. You guys are a family there. So go get fucking sales. Go get fucking money. You know, the more money you guys make in this business, the more money you're gonna make in your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? That is the truth. That is the fact. That is not. It's not some fairy tale. It's not fantasy. That is a fact. The more money businesses make, the more money they have to pay their shareholders. You know, that's true too. That is the most important thing. That's what shareholders live off of. That's why they own businesses, because they buy businesses that are making money. Because if they buy businesses that are making money, then the business is going to pay them because they're making money. You know, because the business is making money, so they have the money to issue payments, to issue distributions to the shareholders. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing for the employees. When a business makes money, who does it pay first? It has to pay the employees first, and then it pays the shareholders second. You know what I mean? So it's like, you guys are the king. We are the king and queens of businesses. Okay, although we're at the lowest level compared to, you know, profession, but we are the most valuable. We are the most important. We are the king and queens of a business, and never forget it. Just work your ass off, and, you know, have a good time. Have a good time while you're doing it. After all, this is like your second home. A job should be your second home and a place you love to go to. I mean, what better way to spend it with people and make sales? You know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to communicate and network. A business is pure networking. You know, if you're a restaurant and you're a waiter, you're networking with people. You're talking to them. You're communicating with them. You're greeting them. It's just pure. It's pure experience. It's pure profit, and it's pure knowledge. You're gaining every single work day. Okay, so go out there and inspire, man. Go, just fucking live an amazing life and make money and invest that money. If you guys like this video, I know I haven't made videos in a long time. I've just been reading a lot. I've just been reading a ton of books, a ton of pages. It's overwhelming, and I love it. It's not overwhelming in a bad way, but it's overwhelming because I love it, you know, and I spend most of my time reading. If I'm home, I'm reading, or doing research on the computer. If I'm not researching or reading, I'm cutting grass. If I'm not researching or reading or cutting grass, I'm eating something. Okay, all I do is read. I just read and read and read, because I want to invest in my mind, because the things that you learn you can apply to your life, and what you know and the people you communicate with is what will give you fortunes. Okay, you just can't go making money without, you know, being a vegetable. You know, you can. No millionaire is a vegetable. No millionaire is stupid. You know, millionaires, they know things. You know, so what are you going to do after this video? Are you going to make the effort into knowing how to do something, into learning, or are you going to be the same? You know, everyone should have a plan. Everyone should have a plan in their life. Well, I don't care if their plan is to lose weight. You know, that's a plan. That's a very valuable plan. Because if you're losing weight, you're thinking about your health, and your health is what's going to make your life last longer. And without health, there is no wealth. You know, I mean, what does it mean to make millions of dollars, but yet you're going to die in like 2 years? That doesn't mean anything. Health is the most important thing on this planet. You know, so if you have plans, to improve your health, tell me your plans. If you have plans to buy a home, I don't care what your plans are. You know, as long as you have plans. If you have plans to own a business, if you have plans to start a business, plans to lose weight, plans to, you know, even if you have to go get your hair do tomorrow, or go get a shave tomorrow, what are your plans? Post them in the comments below, because the more you see these plans, the more you can act on these plans. Okay, and these plans are what's going to drive you. These plans are what's going to become your reality the more you write them down. Okay, so post them down in the comments what your plans are, and let's start a journal. You guys take it easy. Give my video a thumbs up. I'm gonna be the first one giving it a thumbs up. So if you look at the video and you see thumbs up, That's me. So just click on that thumb and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next video. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. I love you guys.